Hi, I'm Carla and welcome back to Carla Astrology. I wanted to continue on the Myers Briggs Association with the court cards, and we are on to the Knights. So I did switch up my deck choices this time, just because I didn't want to, I don't know, I thought I was getting a little monotonous with the same decks. And don't get me wrong, I love all of my tarot decks, but I wanted to do something a little bit more refreshing. So I'm using the Light Seers and the Supernatural. That was kind of one of those decks that I was really hyped up about, and I actually did have a little bit of FOMO for that. But just kind of, I don't know. I feel like they got off on the right foot and then just kind of got like, we need to hurry up and get this done. And so they used a lot of pips where I thought there were so many characters, so many seasons that they could have done better. But it actually works great for what I'm doing. So we have the Knight of Wands, which is the ENTP. So we have the Knight of Cups, which is the ENFP. We have the ESTP, which is the Knight of Swords. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is the ESFP. So all of your knights, sorry, my hair is just doing a funky thing today. We have the knights, which are all extroverts. The wands and cups are intuitive. The swords and pentacles are sensory. The wands and swords are thinking. And the cups and pentacles are feeling. And also all knights are perceiving. Kind of, that is the Jungian association with the tarot. Anyway, so moving on. The ENTP, which is the Knight of Wands. We have the extrovert, the intuitive, thinking and perceiving. And I thought I'd also add in here, we have fire energy because we have Mars in Sagittarius. So we have somebody who could be hasty, but adventurous, energetic, charming, warm, exciting, fearless, confident, self-assured, hero, rebellious, brave, revolutionary, open-minded, free spirit, sexy, shameless, or a flirt. And the reverse of that is somebody that could be arrogant, reckless, hyperactive, daredevil, overly confident, loud, show off. So in the Light Seers, this card is about charisma, passion, spontaneity, pursuing your dreams, fast energy, enthusiasm, courage, inspired energy, or the pursuit of energy. And what I also love about the Light Seers is the reversed is emotionalist, and they actually call it the shadow. I love that. Emotions, a lot of emotions, recklessness, the need for more self-awareness, and being cocky. That is definitely fiery. So, and it says, in the pursuit of the imagined, I manifest this fire with infectious feelings of inspiration. So in the supernatural, let's set this aside so I don't pick it up again. In the supernatural, we have the Knight of Bones. Now this is Eileen Leahy, and she is capable, a fierce warrior, and a loyal friend. But she can also be restless and irritated when things aren't going as planned. So I love that. And I relate to the supernatural because I watched all of the seasons, so I connect with the characters. So it's like I know them. And so the ENTP is also called the visionary. So you know what? I think I will pick that up again. And the overall population is 3% are ENTPs, which is 4% of that would be men and 2% of that would be women. So the ENTP is innovative, they are inspired, motivated to find solutions, curious and clever. They seek to comprehend people and systems. They're open-minded, unconventional. They want to analyze and understand and influence others. They like to banter with others. They're rarely judgmental, but expect people to keep up with them. And they're energized by the challenge. They find rules limiting. So some famous ENTPs are Steve Jobs, Walt Disney, Thomas Edison, Benjamin Franklin, Leonardo da Vinci, and Weird Al Yankovic. Okay, so again, I found these on Truity, and I believe they're based upon the characters that they portray to the world. It's, you know, because honestly, we don't know for sure if they took the test or not, but it's very interesting that somebody has associated these famous people with these archetypes. And it just makes it easier for myself, someone like myself, to understand the majors, or the court cards better if I'm able to associate personalities. So their strengths are they're fearless, innovative, adaptable, and confident. And weaknesses are they can be flighty, impractical, breaking normal, and they can be a procrastinator. So, moving on to the Knight of Cups, which is associated with the ENFP. Handsome? Look how handsome he is. So, the ENFP, the Knight of Cups, is an extrovert. He's intuitive. He's feeling, and he is perceiving. So the Knight of Cups has a moon in Scorpio, so a lot of water energy. He is romantic. He's inviting. He takes action. He follows his heart. He's chivalrous, gentlemanly, charming, attractive, affectionate, warm, and gentle. On the reverse side of that, he's a heartbreaker. He's a player. He's a manipulator, and possibly a cheater. So in the Light Seers, he is a classic romantic, a passionate soul, artistic tendencies, creativity, wears his heart on his sleeve, seeks connection, and likes the idea of being in love, and he's chivalrous. And the shadow side of that is he's might miss the signs, protective of his heart, not being open to love, again, a player, a jealous partner, moody, sulking, negative emotions, and disappointment. And the quote in the shadow, or the quote in the Light Seers is, "I am in touch with my emotions." And he does look like he's in control there. So again, all the reverse is just out of balance, when you're out of balance. So in the supernatural, we have the Knight of Goblets, and that is Garth Fitzgerald the Fourth, the Knight in shining armor. He's compassionate, caring, intelligent, and a sweetheart. And if anybody watched it, they remember he was definitely a sweetheart. Awkward, but a sweetheart. And in reverse, he was brooding, jealous, and spiteful. And he had his moments where he did stuff where Sam and Dean were like, oh, Garth, come on. And of course, he'd be all apologetic. But, you know, never bad intentions. So I loved Garth. All right, so let's set that aside. And we're going to pick up the Knight of Cups again. And we're going to talk about the ENFP. So the ENFP is called the champion. And 8% of the total population are ENFPs. 10% of that are women and 6% are men. So they're energetic, warm, passionate. They love to help other people and explore their creativity, their potential, and they are imaginative and original, often having a strong artistic side, and they're drawn to art. Another name for them are imaginative motivator and the campaigner. They look for a deeper side of people and will seek emotional intensity in others. They're easily bored. They love personal freedom and expression, free spirit. Nothing deflates them more than mundane facts or dry, harsh reality, and they may seem scattered. So some famous ENFPs: Phil Donahue, Mark Twain, Carol Burnett, Dr. Seuss, Robin Williams, Drew Barrymore, Julie Andrews, Alicia Silverstone, and Regis Philbin. So their strengths are they are excellent communicators, imaginative natural leaders, and they have a strong social conscience. Their weaknesses are their hypersensitivity, lack of focus, and follow-through. They overthink things, they're over-emotional, and they're constantly seeking approval when they're out of balance. All right, I love that. Now, moving on to the ESTP, that is the associated with the Knight of Swords. So again, we have the Light Seers, the Knight of Swords. And the ESTP, the Knight of Swords, is an extrovert, sensory, thinking, and perceiving. And we have fire and air mix here because we have Mars in Aquarius. So they like changes and opportunities. They seize the moment. They jump in. Assertive, direct, honest, quick-witted, talkative, impatient, impulsive, intellectual, daring, and rebellious. So in reverse, they could be out of control, rude, tactless, and hurtful. In the Light Seers, they act with haste. They're streamlined, decision-making, intelligent, witty, determined, like to save the day, the pursuit of excellence, ambitious, being assertive and successful. And the shadow side of that is unfocused and scattered, impatient, acting too quickly, the need for a logical solution, feeling held back by frustrating circumstances, stalling, being hard-edged and emotionally unavailable and unpredictable. And the quote in the Light Seers is, "I move quickly to help others, and as I do, my dream expands." Yeah, he's definitely headed to take action for sure. All right, so in the supernatural, wow, I remember her. In the supernatural, we have Abaddon, and she's intelligent, aggressive, and the sadistic knight of hell. She is an impulsive figure who steps in and takes action when others falter. So in reverse, she has communication issues. Again, swords. All right, so let's talk about the ESTP. So the ESTP is the dynamo, And 4% of the total population is an ESTP. And 6% of that is men, and 3% of that is women. They are energetic, thrill seekers, at their best when putting out fires, literal or metaphysical. They have a dynamic energy, and they assess quickly. They're active and playful, quote unquote, life of the party, with good sense of humor, often natural athletes, typically highly coordinated. They are excellent in an emergency. Long-term goals are less than interesting, which I feel like this card says that, you know. I mean, he's like, okay, something happened, I'm off. I'm the hero. I'm getting this done. Often chatting, joking, flirting with friends and strangers. Adrenaline junkie. So famous, oh wow, this is so funny that they put this in here. Famous ESTPs, they have Donald Trump, Winston Churchill, Mae West, Eddie Murphy, Miley Cyrus, Bruce Willis, Madonna, and Evel Knievel. That cracks me up. And in the supernatural, forgive me. Their strengths are they have a can-do attitude, bold and personable, social and direct. Their weaknesses are they're judgmental, impatient, unstructured, and a commitment phobic. So unfortunate, right? But you know, that's why we got to get ourselves in balance so we don't have those things going on. You know. All right, so to the last one. That is the ESFP, and that is associated with the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles, they are the ESFP, and they are extroverts, sensory, feeling, perceiving. And we have air and earth here because we have Saturn in Capricorn. So they are patient, practical, loyal, responsible, persistent, protective, defensive, conservative, stubborn, ambitious, hard worker, and they finish what they start. So in reverse, they could be impatient, lazy, lack of common sense, unstable, unskilled, unreliable, and disloyal. In the light seers, they are diligent and hardworking, determined, steadfastness, building material security, safety, being pragmatic, and expansive. So their shadow side is they focus solely on wealth. Could be a workaholic, selfish, cold, lazy, taking harmful shortcuts, stagnation or feeling stuck, or being overly conventional. So in the light seers, the quote is, seed by seed, I plant my future with my rocks, steady foundations of faith. So in the supernatural, we have Azazel. And Azazel is the prince of hell, who will stop at nothing to free Lucifer. And in reverse, no thought to others for success. So get out of his way, because regardless of who's in his way, he's going to get her done. And wow. So the ESFP is the performer. And 9% of the total population are ESFPs. 10% of that is women, and 7% is men. They are vivacious entertainers, spontaneous, energetic, fun-loving, and take pleasure in the 3D world around them. They're warm and talkative. They have a contagious outlook. They like to be the center of attention. Playful, open sense of humor, like to live in the moment, would rather live spontaneously than plan ahead. Hates missing out on all the fun. They're still grounded in reality, as they are practical and down to earth. Although lovable, they could be hard to get close to because they don't want to be serious about anything negative. Oh, that's a night, right? Famous ESFPs: Marilyn Monroe, Dolly Parton, Elizabeth Taylor, Judy Garland, Magic Johnson, Elvis Presley, Ronald Reagan, Serena Williams, Paul McCartney, Bob Hope, Goldie Hawn. Entertainers, or the performer, that says a lot. So I'm going to remember that with the Knight of Pentacles. It just helps. I really like that. So their strengths are their showmanship, they're supportive, positive, bold, and practical. Their weaknesses are they could avoid conflict, they're sensitive, easily bored, and have a poor long-term focus. All right, that's it. So I hope that you learned, because I know I did. That's one of the things about doing this. Like, one of the main reasons I wanted to do it is because it's helping me learn the court cards. It's, anything like this where there's an association with a personality, it helps me to retain it. So, the more and more I get to know my tarot, this is me, Queen of Cups, the INFJ. I associate. So, thank you for joining me, and stay tuned. I have some exciting stuff coming up. Let's see, Maria and I will probably get back to it soon, maybe in the next month. So any takers on helping us with the brunch at the round table, let me know in the comments, and I'll get you set up. Also, don't forget, I also have a podcast that I've been doing. We've got 5 episodes so far. It's called the Carla and Chris Show, and it's not tarot. So, I mean, if you want to join sometime, it is more of a spiritual, controversial type association with world events and stuff, kind of looking at stuff and analyzing it. And my friend and I are not experts at all. We're just 2 people sitting at a kitchen table having a talk. Good stuff though. So I'll put that in the comments. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please do, and like and comment if you so choose. And I love you all, and I hope you have a great day.